Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're all well. How's the sound? Is it okay? Wardrobe malfunction here. Welcome in, little bee. Welcome in, Max. Okay, so you know the drill. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Pick a number between 1 and 4. Keep it to yourself. I just want to say thank you for the super chats, the super stickers, the super thanks, the donations. You are all, and my members as well, that you're all helping me get through to the next day, and I'm very grateful for absolutely every single one of you. I very much appreciate my tribe and my collective. Welcome in, Michael and Michael Jr. So one collective message that I got earlier, somebody's going to be offered some sort of it's going to be an offer. And something tells me that there's two different timelines. One timeline is that it's going to be a good thing, that it's going to be it's going to be a safe travel. And then there's another group of you where it's going to be an adventure. And just when you think that you've had your rebirth, just when you think that you've had your rise, it seems as though someone is trying to instigate another one. It's almost kind of giving me that someone thinks that they have control of your world and your reality. And it's almost kind of giving handler, owner, stalker kind of vibes. I know, it just literally went right south. I get it. Welcome in, Emma. But anyway, something is being concealed from you. And this is only going to be for a very select few, okay? This isn't going to resonate with everybody. But somebody's basically been watching you, stalking you, eavesdropping on you. They're looking at where you're going, what you're doing. They might have even tapped your phone. That kind of energy. For most of you that this resonates with, they're not going to get away with it. They're getting caught red-handed. Another group of you, they think that they're clever and they're going to walk right into a trap. For others of you, they are actually quite clever and they think that they've got it in the bag, but they're still being watched. And they're actually being investigated. And if not by 3D officers, your ancestors are all over it. Okay? So if you be dealing with your ancestors and giving them commune and whatnot, then chances are good that doesn't matter what, they're not going to get away with it. Something tells me there's justice at hand here. Whether in the 3D or the 5D, whether spiritual, whatever. If you're new here, take a look at the description box. There you will find most of the information you might need. If you have any questions, I do have mods in the group. I do like to keep my chat open, so that way it opens up the ability for new people to come in and chat with the tribe. And I ask of you to come in and respect the tribe and respect the chat. This is a safe place. And I do like to stay focused on the collective. So if you are out of line, as you can see, I have beautiful mods in my chat that take care of things for me. And I would hate for you to get blocked out, reported, and deleted out of the chat for showing up like a buffoon. So mind your manners and everything will be fine. Not too far from Minnesota. It wasn't actually frigid today. It was actually quite nice outside. It was nice to get some fresh air. All right, thank you, Spirit, for being here to provide a message for the collective. I assume you have all picked a number, 1 through 4. Okay, so there's some sort of a reunion. A reunion from childhood. Somebody's not happy, and they're done repressing what they've held back. These are just collective messages right off the bat. Now, this very well could have been a karmic relationship. There's going to be some sort of communication. Somebody's saying no more secrets. I'm really kind of getting somebody's locked in. They can't walk away from you. They're literally beside themselves. And they're sad that they can't help. They're kind of trapped in a situation and having a loss, but they're needing guidance. Somebody wants you to know that it wasn't them. They're in a lot of physical pain right now. They may have lost someone and it's very chaotic at this time. Somebody from beyond the grave is asking for forgiveness. Somebody's angry at the fact that they had to receive karma, and it was mainly because they went into something based on lies. And I'm getting an apology. Sorry I didn't love you like you needed me to. You literally changed their world. You helped them heal. You taught them lessons. And otherwise they're speechless. They wish they would have listened, but they didn't learn what they needed to learn from you. They wish they would have listened. And they respect you. The one thing that they didn't tell you is you both led very, very similar lives. And it's something that they didn't want to look at because it brought them a lot of pain. They're telling you to not have any more fear, and they're asking for forgiveness. And it's seeming like they want you to love again, and they don't want you to have fear to love again. But they weren't connected to source like you were. I don't know who that's for, but that just came channeled in with the voice of souls. Welcome in, Stephanie. Welcome in, Sheila. Welcome in, Klein. All the way from Germany. Hey, JC. Thank you, Max. See what happens, Alicia. And go bye-bye. Okay. Voice of Souls, can I get a message for number 1, please? If you're just jumping in, pick a number between 1 and 4. Keep it to yourself. Don't be putting it in the chat. All right, number 1, it doesn't look like you're happy right now. What's going on with number 1, Spirit? Voice of Souls, what do you got for us for number 1? I'll take it. Okay. Take it. Okay. Number 1. We got a lurkin, gherkin. Somebody's lurking. Number 1 wants help without jumping in the chat and saying something about it. Oh. This particular energy is a little bit envious. They're not happy at the fact that I'm free. I'm free from their clutches of sabotage. Haters gonna hate. This particular energy, I'm gonna do another one, don't worry, collective. So if you pick number 1, this one's being rather forceful with their energy. Yeah, so this one's trying to hide secrets. They're throwing rocks and hiding their hands. They're very anxious. They're not happy at the fact that I keep reading them like a book. And they're kind of wide-eyed right now at the screen. I clearly taught them a lesson. They're learning the hard way. They've lost their connection to source. their protection. It's part of their karma. They can no longer mirror you because you're unpredictable. I'm also getting, oh, there's a price to pay for that. Just like, Spirit tells me what it wants. They're pissed off that I keep picking up on their energy and they can't lurk on my lives. Because I end up picking up their energy and I read them like a book. They're spooked. They're butthurt at the fact that I don't want to take another look at the situation and let them abuse me anymore. Interesting. They're having no other choice but to take another look at the situation. All right, Spirit, what's going on with number one? The other number ones. Okay? Thanks. I block out any negative energy, any ill will. Anything directed at me or my tribe is automatically transmuted and transblessed into prosperity and abundance for all of us. Let it promote healing and clarity, so that way we know who our fucking haters are. Ryan, welcome in, buddy. All right. Right off the top? Okay, I'll do that. You tell me when to stop, Spirit. Oh, you want me to pick this one? Reproach. Take another look at it. A snake's a snake's a snake's a snake. Happiness. Yeah, there's two different perspectives, right? Number one, maybe it's time to take another look at it. But it doesn't mean that you get back in my energy, right? Oh yeah, somebody's pissed off. Somebody's really pissed off. It's like, it's giving me a feeling like they wish you'd just grow up. The fact that you're not submitting to their bullshit, it's making them very uneasy because you're unpredictable. But you're only unpredictable because you got them spooked. You told them where to go and how to get there, and they couldn't handle it. So, ay. Okay. This is dumb. All right. All right, number one, what I'm getting from this as well, okay? This is for the real number ones. You gotta take another look at your happiness. You gotta take another look at what makes you happy. And I see that there's a lot of blockages from your childhood that hold you back. And you got to stop allowing that to hold you back. And the only way to do that is by transmuting it and empowering yourself beyond it. Whatever this is, you got to go back and visualize like you're fighting it all over again. But you got to visualize yourself winning. Like I was just talking to a friend earlier today, and she was going through some issues. And I told her, I says, if you can get to the beach or get to the pool, go and scream as loud as you can underwater. Okay, just don't breathe in when you're underwater, right? Or go find a safe place to break some dishes and smash some dishes. But be very, very careful, right? And it's a way to release the anger. It's a way to release the pent-up energy that you don't really have any means to release it with, right? So you're kind of trying to transmute it. Now, gardening is also a good way to do it when you're turning over your garden for the season. It's a good way to do it. But you don't want to put madness into the soil, right? So that's why I don't really... I don't ask you to go and do mad gardening. Because, I don't know, then you're on the border of dealing with chaos magic, right? And chaos magic is a lot about releasing. It's a lot about creating chaos, but for good measure, to some degree. Welcome in, Cody. So it's a lot about letting go of your childhood, letting go of the pain of your childhood. Don't submit to the pain anymore. Because as you're growing and as you're elevating, you're stepping into a new person. And this isn't an easy ask of me to do. It's not an easy ask at all for me to even ask you, but it's well worth it. Okay? It may be somewhat painful, but once you transmute it and once you release it, you don't ever have to visit again. Because it'll finally be released. And this is saying as well, you don't have to forgive. Okay? This doesn't mean you let them back in your life again. This doesn't mean you necessarily have to forgive. Because there's some things you just can't forgive. And I can totally understand and relate. But what you can do is empower yourself through those experiences, learn the lessons that you can learn, so that way there's not going to be any other occasion where that might happen for you. Okay? Sometimes setting personal boundaries for peace of mind and safety are crucial to your survival. If a certain type of energy that you sense or that you notice comes up with another person, you go to meet somebody else, and then that same energy comes up in that person, you'll know enough to use discernment and walk away or disconnect. You know, you won't hold them too close to your heart. And you can create boundaries in which to save yourself from getting into these situations over and over again. But you have to stand at a certain standard. You have to stand at a certain self-worth and integrity about yourself in order to no longer allow these energies to have any particular entrance into your life or into your situation. Now, some people, we have really no choice. But we don't necessarily have to react either. If we are always in the form of action rather than reaction, it changes the dynamic. Because if you're always in control of your action, then you're not having to worry about the reaction. When you're more focused on your action and not the reaction, you're not... Because a good way of putting it is, if you're in a reactive mode, then you're not in control, because you're reacting to somebody else's actions. And it's almost, it's reactive abuse to some degree. Because if people know how to trigger you and get you into this mind frame, then they've literally got you wrapped around the finger. Right? So when you no longer allow them to trigger you by healing and setting boundaries, they lose the game. No, I don't. You can get them online though. Look up Viking clothing and there's a bunch of different stores that has it. I'm also hearing, number one, that your tears are like magic. When you cry, miracles happen. And I hate to tell you this, but this childhood shit was meant to hold you back. It was meant to keep you out of your destiny. It's a bit of a hard pill to swallow, but it's true. And this is why it's so predominantly important for you to transmute this, because it's meant to trap you. Your ancestors are trying to free you from this lack. And this situationship that you're dealing with, you could be separated, you could be no contact. It's still a situationship, because they're still somehow connected to your energy playing puppet. At least they're trying. I'm also getting this energy that they are jealous at the fact that you are moving forward. They're jealous at the fact that you're sustaining yourself. They're trying to bring you down lower than them, and they're just about broke. They're in debt. And in this position, you know, you might not have money, but you're in a better situation than they are. And they would rather try to ruin you, because they know if they come forward that you're not going to help them. Right? And it's mainly because they're ruining you. They're trying to. But you are being protected. The Spirit's saying in many more ways than one. Number one, what do we got? Archetypes, what do we got? Okay. Can I Get a couple more. Sure. Sure. Yeah. Number one, you're a shaman. You need to step up, step into your power. You need to call your power back. It's about time you draw the line in the sand and be done with this bullshit. You're living on a prayer right now. And you need to start asking the important questions that are going to get you the answers that you need. Yeah, you're a shadow shaman. Shaman. Shadow. Anima Mundi. You're connected to energies that you don't even understand. And you have the power of prayer. And your tears are magic. Number one. Stop sleeping. It's time to wake up, or you're going to be late for peace. Dragons, what do we got for number one? What do we got for number one? We got Rainbow Dragon. Brings a leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, and expect miracles. Accept opportunities. Did I stutter? Did I stutter? Your life's your life's about to change, number one. You need to really refocus on what you look at, how you look at happiness. It's going to blow your mind as to what's going to be coming for you. And it's all positive. It's all good. So, we're going to get into it. Welcome in, Matt. Welcome in, Shelley and Chan. Ryan, Little B, Max, Sheila, Cody. Sorry, I'm not reading the chat. Emma, welcome in, honey. Shining. HCV. The plant guy. I don't know. Welcome in, Heather. New Earth. Welcome in. Beautiful to see all of you. Loving y'all right back. Alright, collective, let's get into the tarot here for number one. That's a little bit too much, Spirit. That one, okay. This one. Okay. Okay. All right. It's too many. I'll take the top one. All right. So you're ending out a cycle, number one. You literally need to end out this cycle, okay? Because you have some beautiful, 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 beautiful coming after it. We've got the 3 shells, okay? You put the dedication and responsibility into what you're building, and just you need to stay focused with that, okay? But there's you need to get out and play, go out and have some fun. Okay? Now, we got the Four of Shells sitting here too as well. And it's kind of giving me like, you're not really unsatisfied. You're just kind of soul searching. You're looking into your life and you're just kind of assessing just everything. You're just doing an evaluation. It's like, okay, it's like you're taking stock. Like I'm also seeing like a seven of Pentacles popping up. All right, and I don't know if it's in the cards here, but we're gonna look at it. Also gonna clarify these for you too as well. But you're kind of taking stock of things, and you're kind of up in your head, but you're digging deep. Like you've got your scuba gear on, like you're kind of debating on upgrading to a submarine, because the scuba gear, it's getting kind of, it needs a replacement, so to speak. You're burning yourself out by going so deep, right? Now, when I tell you to put your scuba gear on and go deep and get into your emotions and deal with your childhood shit and trauma and put boundaries and all this, this is like when you don't really even have to use scuba gear, right? It's just if you want to fast track it, you can. If you're like a go-getter kind of attitude, you can go scuba diving all you want. But the things that are more in alignment for healing will 9 times out of 10 bubble up to the top. And that's why certain things come back to haunt you, because it comes back so that way you can sit with it, focus on it, give it love, compassion, forgiveness, and integrity, all that jazz, and finally release it. Transmute it. Learn all you can from it and let it go. Okay? And that's the situation that I find that you're in right now. That you're just doing a lot of analyzing of your life and kind of going deep, and you're getting into the emotion of it all. You're getting into all the heartbreak and really kind of realizing where you went wrong and where they went wrong and who was the actual problem. Narcissist might be a new word for you, and you've been kind of looking through this since this last person that you're letting go of. Okay? You very well could have been going through an abusive situation, and this is why you're ending it. And this is probably why you need to go out and have some fun. All right? Now, things are going to start happening very, very quickly, right? Because I do see some sort of family upheaval, okay? There's some sort of family upheaval. Now, this is a lot about self-empowerment. It's a lot about seeing things from different perspectives. This is a lot about really getting to the bottom of the situation as to why certain things happened, okay? And I do see a lot of healing. You went through a major transformation, and I want to get one more card out of this. What's after the Eight of Wands? Okay. King of Crystals. So yeah, you're moving into a very, very courageous commitment. You're moving into a very stable position. Yeah, you're ending out, you're recovering, you're transforming. Yeah, this is good. This is very good energy. Can I get a clarification for what they're closing out with the Ten of Acorns? You put a lot of action and work into something, and it's finalizing. And this is something for celebration. We got the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. So, yeah. This is about stability. This is about house. This is about a home. This is about focusing on you. This is about claiming what is yours. This is about understanding what is, throughout all that work, and you show up and there's nothing. No, no, no. You don't do all that work. You don't go through all of what you went through and get nothing out of it. No. That doesn't happen to number one, okay? Can I get 3 of shells? I think this is what the thing is. There very well could be something that's coming forward for you that you're going to get justice for. Justice isn't out on the table, but that's what I'm finding. What's a 3 of shells? What's a 3 of shells? Three of shells. Yeah, somebody was lying, very deceptive to you about you moving on to the future. They apparently can't let go. They didn't want you walking away. Apparently you were their wish fulfillment. And when you walked away, the Wheel of Fortune didn't move in their favor like they wanted it to. Aw, poor Muffin. And I think you peeped that this is going to happen and you backed out. There's something to do with the Hierophant. They're definitely not connected, and they tried to disconnect you from your gifts. You're sitting here with the High Priestess or High Priest. Yeah, they lied to you, and they were very deceptive about some sort of a relationship. And it basically got you to the point where you just walked away. You're done. You wanted the calmer waters. And this helped you to go within and find your inner light and find your strength and heal. I'm proud of you. You were not alone, okay? They tried to manipulate you through some sort of a reconciliation, and it was only to bring you down even worse. They wanted to debilitate you. They wanted you defenseless. And they tried to open up old wounds as well, and pretty well hang you up. But it shows that you've moved on and you balanced out your masculine and feminine within. You started protecting yourself and nurturing who you are. And, yeah, you realized your power. Yeah, you're going to get some new offer. Please have patience. All right, collective? They did something to your car. All right? And it's something to do with the Ten of Pentacles, something to do with an inheritance, something to do with the house. So I think with this Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Shells and the Ten of Acorns and the Four of Shells, and you were kind of going back to find out and assess what the heck was going on in your life, right? And you know the truth. You're no longer in your head about it. You love yourself again. You're finding your footing. You're finding your stability. And you know you deserve better than that, than what you received. So yeah, we got the King of Pentacles coming out a second time. You're going to be moving into a very strong, stable energy. And I'm really getting untouchable. Like there's definitely this energy of being untouchable. Okay? Yeah, somebody wants you defenseless and defeated. But you're getting wish fulfillment, regardless. They're going to have to watch you eat. Like, this is bullshit. No, you're moving into this. Like, this is... Come on, 8 of Wands. You're going to get so many offers, so many situations coming at you. You don't know what to do with them all. Okay? You won't know what to do with them all. Hang tight. You had the Three of Wands there as well. So just continue having patience. Continue being focused on what you're doing. Focus on what's important to you and leave the rest behind. It's going to work out better than expected. People don't want to show up for you and meet you halfway at least, or meet you at your level. They don't deserve to sit at your table. It's just the way it is. It's unfortunate. But you're a magician. This has come out twice. okay? And you need to nurture your intuition and nurture your ability to have passion again. Be creative again. Okay? Step into that. You're about to change the world. All right, number 2. What shall I start with? I'll go with the voice of souls. Number 2. Number 2. Spirit, this is a reading for number 2. What do we got for number 2, angels, ancestors, divine light? What do we got for number 2? For those just joining, you can pick a number, rewind, and pick a number. If you would have picked 1, you rewind. If you're going to pick 2, it's coming right up. If you're going to pick 3, you're going to have to hold on a minute. I can only do 1 reading at a time. All right, Spirit. Okay. Somebody's angry. All right, number 2. Pray tell. Oh, and they're fearful. And they're watching you be calm as shit. And I think that's why they're angry, because the bullshit that they're pulling on you is not working. Oh, your ancestors love you. And ancestors are also saying, well, let them watch. They're not listening anyway. Yeah. Somebody's giving off the feeling like, and giving off the vibe that they've been misguided. Or you're misguiding someone. I don't know. You know, this very well could be you. You could be angry. Oh, somebody's angry at the fact that your ancestors love you. It's kind of sad. Somebody's angry about that. Oh, they're jealous at the fact that your ancestors roll with you and they don't roll with them. This must be family. Yeah. Spirit's like, that, not our loss. I'm also saying they should have listened to their intuition, but they didn't. Oh, the ancestors are giving them a silent treatment, apparently. Yeah. It's because of karma. It's almost giving the fact that somebody stopped karma, tried to stop karma. You don't do that. It's either that or somebody's going to be receiving karma, and it's going to give them no other choice but to relook at something. No secrets, no regrets. Okay. Message of peace. They realize that they're going to be, that there will be no reunion after this. There will be no respect after this. After the secrets come out. Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't respect you, collective. They wanted you to be like them, but you didn't. Yeah. You forgave them instead and walked away. Interesting. Well, whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, number two, you're on the right track, okay? It might not feel like it. You might be feeling a little bit off, insecure, chaotic. You could be feeling a little bit weird, but we're going to look into it. One off the top. Sure. So yeah, you're having to draw the line in the sand. You're not, they want you to shut up, but you're not. You planted the seeds that you needed to plant, and that's it. That's all. The village is a place where you eventually leave anyway. It's like you leaving the nest, right? You eventually leave the nest. As a bird, the nest usually gets destroyed after a while. You go travel around, you make another nest in another tree, and the stages of life continue. And I think this is the point. You're just looking to find your tree at this point. And you're having to draw a line with particular family members. But this is also about learning and knowing your potential, knowing the fact that you can build something, knowing that the fact that you can grow something. You have that availability, right? You have the power within you to do that, and you have the power to leave the village. You don't necessarily have to stay there. You might have to work a little harder. And yeah, that's a confirmation. You are the flame. You have the light within you. It's always been within you. It's nothing that you need to search for. You just need to believe. Right? And apparently you need to lighten up. Lighten up. Clean house as well. Clean out what no longer serves you out of your life in retrospect. You went deep enough, now it's time to get back to the surface and enjoy. Dance around and experience life the way that you want it. Because you're letting go of that what no longer serves you, and it's meant to die anyway. Whatever you're letting go of, whatever's falling away, it's not meant to be on your journey anymore. Yeah, you very well could have ties with the underworld. You very well could have ties with the Reaper, Papa Legba, Kronos, Hades. But there's definitely some old, kind of ancient energies that you are tapped into. It could very well just be your ancestors. Either way, they're pointing in the right direction. They were the ones that got you to speak up in the first place. But just know that continue to plant the seed, which that could be a plant, that could be a thought, that could be voicing your opinion, because we got the siren sitting right here. But it's kind of sitting on the fence whether or not you want to speak on something or not. Because if you speak on something, then you're out of the village for good. It's kind of giving me, if you kind of come at it with comedy and very, very surface level, I don't know, you might end up showing up to an empty room. Right? So if you think it's a joke to speak on something, probably better not to bother. Just going to say that much. Okay? Either way, you're definitely going, pardon me, you're definitely going through a transition. All right. Dragons, what do we got for number 2? Dark blue galactic dragon helps you listen to the voice of the universe. I'm on point tonight. Ignite the codes of your master blueprint. Access cosmic wisdom and enter higher service. Right? So you're doing some sort of a level up. And this is why you're needing to remove that what no longer serves you. You might have been debating on whether or not to speak up. You might have wanting to make a report. Oh, pardon me. Or I don't know, there's definitely something that you need to speak on that you're kind of hemming and hawing about. I think it's if you don't come at it with a very shallow energy, because it's not going to work out for you. Let's just say that much. Don't come at it with a joke. Maybe come at it with a little bit of humor, but it's showing here that it's because you're speaking up, it's about debating on leaving the village altogether. Right? Maybe you think what you're leaving is a joke and it's very surface level and you just want to be done with it. That very well could be it. You see maybe an ending in sight and you just don't want to be there. You don't want to be in the crossfire. You don't want to be there when when it doesn't matter anymore, right? Because then you're stuck spinning your wheels. That's it? Okay. All right, we're going to look into the tarot, see what's going on, and clarify your reading. Don't worry, Ryan. Your beautiful day of freedom is coming, my friend. Stay strong. Rosanna, welcome in, honey. Hope you're doing well. All right, number 2. What do we got for number 2? Is this a bulk order or what? That's not too many. Okay. What do we got? We got the world. I can't make this shit up, right? We got the world. We got the tower. We got the 10 of shells. We got the shaman. And the 8 of feathers. All right. I need to turn this up just a little bit. There we go. You gotta have some courage at this point. Because somebody's trying to keep you from going deep. And I think somebody's being very shallow in your energy. Right? They got nothing to offer you. Okay? Really. They don't got nothing to offer you. I think this is telling you that you need to step out of your comfort zone. Because you literally got well-being and blessings right around the corner. And this is going to be creating a major tower and a major level up for you. I'm actually excited for you. It might sting, it might hurt a little bit, but I don't know. It's good. It's about getting out of your comfort zone. It's about stepping into something more substantial. We got 4 of acorns. Like, hello. Four of crystals. What do we got? The Chariot. So this is like an emperor kind of journey. I very well could be talking to an emperor or an empress. But if we got the Chariot here, this is about discipline. This is about dedication, determination, comfort, community, courage, solutions, blessings, well-being, release, revelation, fulfillment, celebration. Like, this is a major turnaround for you. Guaranteed. Number 2. I'm really excited for you. I really hope this works out well for you. I don't want to miss out on it, Aiden. I don't want to, you know, how can I get there? What can I do? Da 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 da. Well, we're going to look into it. Hang on while the cards fly away onto the floor. What are we throwing away? I can't. Oh, there it is. Nope, there's more than one. Yeah. You got offers coming to you, but somebody's throwing them away. Somebody's keeping them from you. Somebody's keeping offers from you. They're keeping you in the dark about it. Got the Seven of Cups, and they're casting illusions. And they're leaving you in the dark. I don't know what that belongs to, but apparently you're throwing it away. It's something that you don't even know. So it very well could be you're throwing away the illusions and leaving other people in the dark. That very well could be it too. You're stopping them in their tracks, or they're trying to stop you in your tracks. What's this about the Chariot? Oh, 9 of Wands. Wounded warrior. Okay, 4 of Acorns. The Page of Swords. The 4 of Acorns, Page of Swords. So you're going to get some sort of message about a house. Something to do with the community. There's some sort of communication coming in. Four of Acorns. Okay, somebody's sad. Something about a third party and unbalanced, inability to balance things out and juggle. Oh, they can't juggle the third party? Oh, doesn't surprise me. They couldn't even juggle themselves. Anyway, anyway. Eight of Feathers. Let's work with the Eight of Feathers. Oh, I gotta put these back in, Aiden. The whole point of making it a clarifier deck. Alright, Eight of Feathers. What do we got? Alright. Anything else? Eight of Feathers. Eight of Feathers. Pretty please. Yes, Spirit, I'll take more than one. That's fine. More than one card is just fine. Yeah, we got the Five of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. It was hidden. Somebody's trying to destroy your ability to be. Eight of Feathers, courage and solutions. Somebody's trying to get you homeless and ruin everything that you're growing. Yeah, They want you to miss out on your blessing. They want you to miss out on your way forward. And this is why you might be all up in your head, because you can sense this. Maybe you are homeless. Maybe you are roughing it right now. Yeah. Do you sense it? And the high priestess shows up. I can't make this shit up. Anything else on the high priestess or the eight of feathers? The eight of feathers. Okay. Ah, a king of cups. So this king of cups wants you homeless. Right? This king of cups in reverse. He wants you homeless. He wants you losing everything. Taurus, no, not a Taurus. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Right, we got the Seven of Pentacles. We got the Five of Pentacles. Maybe the King of Cups is homeless. I don't know, but somebody's very emotionally manipulative. Extremely. It's not a good energy. I don't like it. But you're going to have have courage and find some sort of solution on how you're going to overcome this situation. Okay, you very well could be in an Empress energy. We got the Empress on the bottom of the deck. Okay, things are going to start moving very quickly for you. What's going on with the Shaman reversed? Spirit. What, pray tell, is going on with the Shaman in the reverse? We got the Fool. Yeah, so just as the Fool says to get out of your comfort zone and try something new, take a leap of faith, the Shaman is also in the reverse. You know, when you're in the shadow, or when you're in the shaman aspect, you're going in divine wisdom, you're going through your spiritual growth, and you're recognizing your spiritual power. Where this, I think it's kind of maybe disempowering you, and you're wondering where it's coming from. But it's also sharing that you need to get out of your comfort zone, right? Yeah, because that what is done in the dark is going to be revealed to you. And you'll be able to take a leap of faith forward. You've been rather introspective and very unstable with the King of Pentacles in the reverse. But there's going to be new collaborations coming in. I'm going to keep that quiet because they won't know who the hell it is. But they see your talent. They see your growth. They see what you've done. They see what you're doing. And there's somebody here that sees that your world is kind of upside down. You might be trapped in your head about the past, or maybe that's what they want you to be. But there's some sort of something about walking away to another spot on the horizon. Yeah, for you to not move forward is somebody's wish fulfillment. Ah, the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's this stinky ass fucking cunt again. Okay, yeah. She's going to be exposed. Yeah, there's definitely something going on. This Knight of Swords, yeah. The Hanged Man in reverse. They're going to have a great awakening, and they're just going to want to end this. End this whole situation. We got the Ten of Swords here. You're getting the recognition that you're going to get, and they're going to just have to sit there and watch you eat. This Queen of Swords is vindictive. She's decrepit. She's very bitter. She doesn't give a shit about anybody but herself. She's very selfish. Extremely selfish. Yeah. Things are going to balance out for you, and they're going to have to watch. What's going on with the, what's going on with the Tower? Tell me about the Tower. Yeah. The Knight of Swords. In the reverse, it's a whole bunch of lies. Oh. Lies about your recognition. So they see you getting recognition. They see you getting some sort of good publicity, I guess. And they're trying to call you out to be a fraud. They're calling you out to be a fraud. They don't believe that you are anything of anything. There's a huge tower coming to that, and you're going to rise from that. Eight of Pentacles reverse, yeah. Page of Swords, they're watching. Something is being studied, something is being investigated. Light bulbs are turning on. The Lovers. Queen of Pentacles, but she's on her side, right? I really get this feeling that 1 minute she's grounded and then the next minute she's not. She's an absolute basket case. It's a very yuck energy. Yeah, there's some sort of rebirth happening. What else? For the Tower. The Page of Pentacles on its side. So you're not going to be juggling that anymore. There's a Ten of Cups and a Two of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Two of Swords, Ten of Cups. Rebirth. I guess they want to rebirth something with you, but no, don't. Yeah, because she's lied on your name behind your back. She tried to ruin you. And now she's coming in feeling guilty and wanting to reconcile, and it's like, yeah, no. No. The world? What's going on with the world? That's a loaded question. The world. By you speaking up about your imbalance and about you focusing on yourself, this is going to be bringing you some sort of fulfillment. Yeah, something about not being able to rest, not being able to feel safe. And isn't that funny how the nest is there? And how you're sitting there alone in the nest. Right? But you're restless. Maybe you're looking for a nest. And this is why you're all unbalanced. This is why you're, you're probably homeless at this point. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. It's coming up on the Shaman in the reverse. So somebody wasn't enlightened about your divine wisdom. Somebody wasn't enlightened about your status. And they tried to ruin you. And it helped you rise anyway. Yeah, Ten of Wands, and now they want to open up old wounds. Four of Pentacles. They're trying to claim you is what I'm getting. They're obsessed with you. And it's all because you're rising. It's all because you're elevating. You're stepping into your new season, and they're jealous. They want to eat too. Not if they're going to go and sabotage you and literally try to be a Sanderson sister and suck the life out of you. No, that isn't the way. No. That's not what you signed up for, collective. You deserve way better than that. No Sanderson sisters allowed. Yeah, they want you defeated. The Ten of Shells. This clarified the Ten of Shells. The Nine of Wands in reverse. There's Spirit saying that they're pissed off at the fact that you defeated their ability to be happy. They can be happy all they want. Had they not done all that energy work, and, you know, they just want you to submit to them. They want you to submit to their fucking dingy ass bullshit. Collective, you're doing the right thing, okay? Focus on your energy, focus on what you need to do, and leave this energy in the dust. They might come back looking for some sort of apology or something. No, it's not worth it. You got better things to do. All right, number 3. Welcome in, Red Elephant. Hope you're all right. Hope you're doing okay. Did you guys get a number 2? Did you guys get a dragon card? I think you did. All right, number 3. What do we got going on? If you're just jumping in and you picked a 1 or 2, you can rewind. Any super chats, super thanks, super stickers are all greatly appreciated. Better yet, if you want to, you know, get a reading, you can get a reading. Check the description box or my link section for the Hipsy link. Somebody wants you to shut up, collective. And this is a collective message. This isn't for number 3. It could be for number 3. But I just got the communication card upside down. And, yeah, they just want you to shut up. And that's why we keep coming back, collective. Right? That's why we keep staying focused on what we're doing and just continue to do what we're going to do. Regardless of whether or not they want us to shut up. Because it's none of their fucking business, and they should just stay in their own lane. And stay the hell out of yours. They're not welcome at your table, collective. You don't have to allow them in your lane either. Yasha, thank you so much, my dear. My dear friend, thank you so much. You might actually get, somebody doesn't want to come in and tell you the truth, that it was them the whole time. But somehow they want forgiveness. All right, number 3. Pray tell what your reading is going to be. Medusa, welcome in. It's been a quick minute. Hopefully y'all didn't blow away in the wind and the storms. My goodness. All right, number 3. You're all out of love. You're all out of love, my friend. What's going on? Oh, you're all at a source, too. Am I picking up on a karmic again? Another lurkin gherkin. The sweet and sour pickle. Doesn't know whether or not to be happy or fucking bitter at you. Oh. Yeah, somebody's trying to disconnect you from source. They're trying to fuck your love life, and that they want you isolated. They don't want you talking to anybody. They don't want you connecting with anyone. They don't want you connected to source. They think their dumbass binding magic works when it doesn't. They're only binding themselves. You can't bind somebody that's doing absolutely nothing to you. You can only bind somebody that's actually doing you harm. Thank you, Shirley. Because why would you want to bind somebody to begin with? You know what I mean? Makes no fucking sense to me. Yeah. They're having to relook at, they're regretting what they did. Because all this bullshit backfired. They're regretting it now. They're having to have a look. And now they respect you. And want forgiveness. Oh my god, number 3. At least you're getting forgiveness, my goodness. But you don't like this person. You're hating this person. You're not, well, maybe hate is a strong word. Yeah. But, yeah. Now they want forgiveness because of all the bullshit that they did to you. And apparently they want to come in and tell you about it. But they secretly hate you. But they have no other choice but to respect you. Which I think is priceless. It's almost kind of giving me that checkmate energy. It's like, oh yeah, it's like that clever energy earlier that I was picking up on. Oh yeah, they thought they were so clever coming up against you, and all they did is do it all back to themselves. It all backfired. Every ounce of it backfired right back onto them. I'm also getting the message that they tried everything. They tried everything that they could find. Anything and everything. That's how much they hate you. But the fact that they hate you so much is the fact that you're connected to Source, and they're not. And what I've been told is that they got blocked out of their gifts. They got denounced and they've got removed from their spiritual inheritance because they were very selfish. They didn't have the healing done that they needed to have done in order to receive that spiritual inheritance. And this is another thing, collective. When I tell you to heal, when I tell you to focus on that what is inside that's holding you back and work on that. Okay, this has been the whole year and a half. Okay, don't be focusing on getting into another relationship and getting distracted in outworldly things. And focus on your healing. Focus on showing up for yourself. Focus on showing yourself compassion and love and respect. And when you feel worthless enough to not bother, and you just continue to wreak havoc in other people's lives and focus on everybody else's sandwich but your own, you don't end up with a fucking sandwich because you're so focused on everybody else's. Right? Ultimately. So, it is what it is. They played stupid games and they won stupid prizes. That's not your problem, collective. It's not your problem. It's not your circus. It's not your monkeys. Okay? Welcome in, Leo and Bradley. I missed you, buddy. I hope everything is okay. Hope everything's good with you. Welcome in, Harris. So yeah, just continue being you. Keep calling your power back. Keep cutting cords. And if you're feeling attacked, then send that bitch back, and I think you'll fare out okay. Just keep your confidence, keep your self-worth, keep your self-love, keep your integrity. Yeah, you be the judge. You're going to have to make a major judgment call here. All right, number 3. Yeah, they tried to put you in a box. Oh, mirror magic. They're a narcissist. Interesting. They tried to steal your heritage. They tried to get your ancestors against you. That's how entitled they are. Wow, stinky bitch. Yeah, the storm. She's like, oh, I'm the storm. No, you're the storm, collective. You're the storm. They tried to bring you a storm, but they didn't realize you are the storm. So what they did is they actually brought you more into who you are, rather than thwart you or take it away. And this is why their spiritual inheritance has been stolen from them and taken away from them by the divine. They've been blocked out, they've been bound by the divine. Okay? I'm pretty sure you washed your hands of it. Some of you didn't even know it, that it was even happening, because the divine had better plans for you. Yeah, they didn't realize. They were too scared of the dark. They didn't want to go within. They didn't want to do the healing. They didn't want to do anything. Hello, I cannot make this up. Freaking mask. They were masking themselves. They were making themselves out to be a particular person, but they were nothing of the sort. They couldn't even step into themselves. They couldn't even be who they are. A crotchety old stinky ass fucking witch is probably not the best thing. Like, almost getting cat lady vibes too. The mountain. But it's on its side, right? So they weren't even willing to go within themselves. They weren't willing to climb the mountain. They weren't even willing to even inspect the mountain that is their life. And I'm almost, yeah, it's a molehill. It's not even a mountain. It's a molehill. But I'm getting they exaggerated, like, a lot with this particular energy that you're dealing with, number 3. They tried to put you in a box. This is why you're so stuck right now. This is why you're feeling stuck. Because Spirit's like, yeah, she wants to put him in a box. Okay. We'll make it look like that's what's happening, but they're going to heal instead. And we're going to initiate some sort of healing and some sort of maybe some sort of, come on. Yeah. A realization of heritage, of the medallion, of the spiritual inheritance that you receive. So yeah, there's definitely some sort of, isolation, and where there was particular awakenings, arrivals, energetics, spiritual. insight, intuition, empathy, self-worth, love, respect, integrity, forgiveness. These are all aspects that you cannot buy at a store. It's either you do the work and you strengthen these areas, or you got no sandwich. It's the way it is. If you don't get the bread, if you don't get what's going on the in-between, and if you don't got the right utensils, you're not making no sandwich. If you're always wondering what everybody else is cooking, you're not gonna make no sandwich. Specifically when you're fending for yourself, right? Yeah, they tried to make it to where you were they were unseen, or they tried to take your ability to be seen away by diminishing you. They tried to play you. They tried to be that what you are, and they threw away the truth. They threw away their integrity by trying to throw away yours. That's fucking priceless. And the whole bit that they tried to put you in a box, now they're stuck. Now they're stuck. I mean, they might be in a box. Yeah, you're growing something beautiful, collective. You're very talented with words. You're coming out of a very dark time. If you're wondering whether or not to pray, you can just keep it simple. The fact that you make the effort is all that is needed. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, you don't have to go into the Bible and say a bunch of verses from the Bible to pray. That's not what it is. You don't have to be looking in the good old book to pray. You don't need the book to pray. You need to speak from your heart space to pray. Allow the mind and body and heart and soul be in balance when you do that. And even if not, that's when you're asking for strength. That's when you're asking for, for clarity to get through it. And to not allow the enemy to deceive you, right? Again, having to draw the line. What else do we got for number 3? Number 3. The bridge. So somebody sees what you're cooking and they want to kind of get in on it. They're trying to emulate you. They're trying to... Really? Yeah, they're going to come in and offer you something. Yeah, their whole life is... For some of you, they're going to... No, I might be talking to a high priestess. We're going to find out. But somebody's stuck in the underworld, and they need help out. They want your help to get out of there. They figure your mystic starseed self is going to be helping balance out the situation. And they want you to hunt down their enemies and take care of their enemies too. Meanwhile, they're the ones that sent them after you to gang stalk you. That's also what I'm hearing. They hate the fact that they look like an old crone, that they're old, and the crows don't even talk to them anymore. They're kind of in this energy of, I don't know. They're kind of isolated. They're kind of feeling like they're sick. They're not in their best mind. They're not in their best, yeah, they're not good right now. Got the flame in the upside down. They're receiving karma, clearly. And they're not nurturing themselves. Yikes. Flip it where it needs to go. That very well could have been all you, collective. I'm sorry if that's the case. You need to get it together. I have a feeling it might have been somebody that you were dealing with. Pray tell, dragons, what do you got for number 3? What do we got for number 3? Black dragon from Saturn brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Oh. Maybe it is you. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself, you've passed a test. Interesting. So you very well could be leveling up, collective. I'll get you another one here. Royal blue and gold dragon strengthens you and stands in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. Kicking ass, collective. You are kicking ass. I'm proud of you. Did you try the witch hazel? Hey, Gigi. It's been a while. I hope you're doing okay. Orange gold dragon from Arcturus opens you to knowledge of the new golden age. Carry the energy of the future. Be a guiding light. Gold Atlantean dragon helps you remember the wisdom of the golden Atlantis. Awaken, bring back the knowledge, gifts, and talents. Reclaim your majesty. Earth and Fire Dragon works with you to clear the 5th dimensional ley lines. It is time for service. When you give, you receive. And White Gold Dragon from Lyria connects you to the highest Christ light. Whoa. Can you like fuck off with that sleep magic? I'm not that tired. I only started yawning when I started getting on here, so whoever's throwing me that fucking sleeping magic, screw off. In fact, I bind it to you. But I wish to reverse it and that you have to fight for sleep. That all you get is insomnia. And if you do sleep, it's only for 2 hours a day. Specifically if you want to come in and thwart my live. And make me tired to the point where I can't do my job. So screw you. And that's directed to whoever's sending me sleep magic. Nobody else. I call my power back to me from anywhere, anything, anyone that chooses any ill will or harm towards me. Even if it's sleep. I call my power back and I cut any cords. Anything that no longer serves me, I let it go. If it doesn't serve my highest good, doesn't serve my life, it doesn't serve my lessons, get out of here. Any ill will on my life, bringing me pain or chaos, let it be returned to sender and bound to them for eternity. Let it haunt their dreams. Let it wreak chaos that it was meant to wreak in mine. Let it wreak tenfold in theirs, just for coming at me. Great Spirit, angels, ancestors, divine light, the vengeance is yours. I'm just giving you ideas. Surprise me. Guide me, guard me, protect me. As above, so below, as within, so without, and so it is. All right, number 3, let's get you a message. Tapping into the tarot. Tapping in the tarot. Number 4. Did I say number 3? Are we on number 4? I thought I just did number... No, we're on number 3. I'm okay. See, that's what I mean. You're trying to flip my brain upside down. They can all fuck off and get bent. And if they got any voodoo dolls, let it burn their fucking house down. With any items of me on it, anything regarding me. If it's not a healing doll, then, you know, if it's a healing doll and it's a trusted tribe member, then that's fine. But anybody else that's looking to do any ill will with the voodoo doll, I want it, yeah, it can curse you and burn your fucking house down. I got no fucking remorse or mercy for you. You're nothing but a piece of shit, whoever you are. Your energy stinks. Oh, interesting. Queen of Feathers. It's funny how she pops up. This bitch won't leave me the fuck alone. No matter how much I just leave them alone, they don't leave me alone. They're obsessed. And it shows. Yes, I know, Spirit. All right. I needed a little space there, collective. I need to back you up a minute. I don't want you getting hit in the crossfire. I'm not reading this. Spirit, Archangel Michael, please protect me. I got some hose bag kind of bullshit happening here, and I need protection. Dumbass bitches don't want to stop doing what they're doing. They can burn in hell. A fiery, smoldering fucking hell. Alright. Number 3. Right off the top. Because I got no patience. Alright, number 3. You're going through an awakening. And you're winning. And you're moving on to brighter horizons. There very well could be a new partnership. But this is also going to help you release from the betrayal and the pain that you've been just going through. Somebody hates you. I'm just going to come out and say it. Somebody hates you. I think this is the point right now where you're gaining insight and focus to your situation. And once you figure out what the situation is, whatever that might be, there's going to be some sort of a release. There's some sort of betrayal happening here. And this is what I mean. They're going to be getting caught red-handed for doing what they're doing. This is going to cause a huge awakening. Okay, so they're trying to create your demise, number 3, and they're creating your awakening. And it's because they chose to do what they were doing. They were the ones that chose to use the intention for negative. And all you did is transmute it and make it into something abundant and prosperous for you. Again, you cannot compete where you do not compare. Stay in your own lane. Simple. Okay? Simple stuff. Because of this betrayal, okay, they tried to create a position where you could not make a choice. They wanted you desperate. They wanted you desolate. They wanted you helpless, so that way you would go back to them. Because it's showing that you didn't want nothing to do with them. But they were very dependent on your energy, and they felt by you walking away that was some sort of injustice. And they wanted you dependent on they wanted you dependent on their energy, which, yuck. Not happening. You have a lot more self-worth than that. They tried to deplete you till you were helpless. And now it's all backfiring in their face. Because what was meant to be met by your demise was actually your glow up. It's not my business. I'm just the messenger. And apparently they can't watch you anymore. I'm also getting these particular people, their finances aren't very good. Their finances are bad. They might have lost a job. Yeah, being very, very sneaky. Very, very sneaky with this particular cup of love. Very wishy-washy bullshit. They thought they were winning you over by giving you an option out of the mess and the mayhem. They thought that they were being sneaky by being compassionate. They thought you were just going to fall in love with them. Yeah. They see you balancing things out now. Okay, what's the hangman? The hangman was probably the Seven of Swords. The Nine of Acorns was the Page of Cups. And the Two of Acorns is the Six of Pentacles. Okay. So this win for you brought you to the position where you were able to be compassionate again. It's almost like they wanted you to be dead inside, but it backfired. With you having all this insight and focus, it's actually bringing you into balance. You're gaining your footing. They tried to, yeah. Wow. I'm also getting that they might have collaborated with your ex somehow. An ex-friend, an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, or someone. There's some sort of an ex that they collaborated with behind your back. And they tried to sabotage your celebration and your uprise. But you're getting it anyway, regardless what they think. Yeah, they didn't want you celebrating. They didn't want you having fun. They didn't want you having a tribe, so they tried to sabotage it for you. They didn't want you loving again. They didn't want you having any relationship with anybody ever again. They don't want anybody to touch you. It's like, it's giving me ownership. It's that ownership vibe, kind of stockish bullshit. Like, yeah. The Nine of Crystals. They were, they were obsessed with your connection to the Most High. They were obsessed with the connection to your spirit guides, to your ancestors, to, you know, that whole aspect of the light that's within you and that divine light. They were dependent on your energy. They were a typical Sanderson sister, looking for the next soul. And the fact that you found balance within yourself regardless was a huge injustice to them. So, yeah, they wanted you juggling. They didn't want you ever loving again. They wanted you looking selfish. They didn't want you walking away or rowing away to calmer waters. They wanted you, they're obsessed. And they tried to defeat you. Make you feel defenseless. It's rather sad, to be honest. Rather sad, very, very sad. They don't owe you, collective. They don't own you. They're not your handler. They can eat shit and get a life. I wouldn't be surprised if they screwed your car up, if you have one. So that way you had no other choice. And you were stuck. It was meant to break your heart. It was meant to destroy you. Because I have a feeling they actually knew that that car meant a lot to you. I'm also getting that they were extremely infuriated when you just accepted it as it was and you let it go. Interesting. Anyway, number 4. Let's see what you got. I'm going to start doing elemental reads, but I'm going to condense them down a little bit. So one particular night I'm going to focus on earth signs. And then one particular night I'll be focusing on air signs, fire signs, and water signs. So that's another wave of readings that are going to pop out. All right, collective. Spirit for number 4. What do we got for number 4? For the voice of souls. Voice of souls. For number 4. I'll take it. That reproach card keeps coming out. Interesting. Everybody is reassessing what they're dealing with. Taking another gander at all different perspectives. What, pray tell, be going on with number 4? Spirit says forgive them for their delulu. I think this is a kind of a... Okay, I'm going to shuffle them and go right off the top. Because I'm done screwing around. Let's go. Shuffle, 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 right off the top. The voice of souls. Fine, I'll take that one. Fine. Now you're gonna throw them all out all at once. Somebody's not happy. It seems to be the fucking go all the night. What else? Fine. Sure. Okay. Math ain't nothing, but it is what it is. Okay, so number 4, the situation here is that somebody's pissed off at the fact that their secrets are they're being outed. Okay? They're not happy. And they feel that it's been a huge loss. And they're having to submit to the fact that they're not like you. I'm getting an energy that's been like a doppelganger. That's trying to speak like you, that's trying to be like you, that's trying to be in an energy that they feel worthy, but they're trying to emulate you. They're not being themselves. They're lying to themselves because they'd rather not look at themselves. So they're hanging on your every word, looking at you and trying to emulate you when they should be looking within and emulating themselves. It's kind of sad. Like, again, it's this dumbass bitch that's not focusing on her sandwich. She's focusing on everybody else's. Like, she doesn't even have a sandwich to trade, even if she wanted to. Right? And it's not about having no food, it's about not focusing on her own. It's kind of coming back to that kind of energy. But I feel this is a different timeline, different person. I'm also getting that had they left you alone, you wouldn't have had any reason to speak up. You wouldn't have had any reason to say anything. You wouldn't have had any reason to speak on your experience, but they just kept going and going and going and going and going and going and going. And Spirit's like, you know what? Speak up. Speak up. Talk about it. Maybe that'll put her in her place. And it didn't. It just made it worse. Right? And it very well could have brought you some sort of loss. And they wanted you to submit to their bullshit. But the fact that they are nothing like you says a lot. The fact that they couldn't match you says a lot. And the pain that they wanted you in, you're not in it. I don't think you were ever in it. It's more or less giving you a little taste to basically let you know, yo, this is happening to you right now. Right? Because the divine only gives you what you can handle. The divine is only going to give you what will teach you something, will help you rise. And collective, there's definitely some sort of blessings or abundance or prosperity or something of a beautiful nature that's going to be coming into your life, whether they like it or not. Okay? And nothing that they can do can take you away from your abundance. Not happening. It's just not happening. Alright? So no worries. I'm also getting from Spirit that things are about to get very good for you. You just need to continue to have faith. Continuing having faith and listen to your inner voice. And not the one that tells you to drink a whole kegger to yourself. All in moderation. Anyway, let's look into the archetypes. And let's see what we got for number 4. Sure, I'll give it a shot. I'll see if I can do it. It's been a while. Yeah, it worked. I don't usually fan shuffle these round ones. They're a little obnoxious sometimes and go absolutely everywhere. Come on. Sweet dreams, Ryan, buddy. I hope it goes well for you. Be good to yourself and see you tomorrow in the next video, right? All right. Number 4, you got a whole bunch of cards coming out here, but I'm not reading them. Because I want to shuffle these cards up good. All right, Spirit. Right off the top. Number 4. Number 4, I can understand why you're hesitating to move forward. You've been through a lot. For the particular energy that I'm reading for is you've basically been disowned by your family, and you were basically brought to a very worthless place in your life, in your mind, in your heart, with a lot of imbalance. Any seed that you planted didn't grow. You were constantly reminded as to to how insignificant that you were. But this was their own projections of themselves. You have to realize that. You removed and released yourself from that box, and I'm very proud of you. They tried to mask it with shiny things. They tried to mask it with looking better than what they are. They tried to keep you in the dark, to keep you unstable, and to get you on the fence of whether or not you were, you know, you're going to sell your soul or just die. However, I feel that there was some sort of a awakening, and you allowed your inner animal to step out to play for a little bit. This was meant to distract you from stepping into your warrior self. This was to diminish your whole idea of being a warrior and fighting for what's right, fighting for justice. Okay. And you pretty well smashed this whole idea of reflection of who people thought you were. You smashed it. Like it's like they tried to show you a mirror that was edited into what type of person that they wanted you to see yourself as, and you didn't buy it. But I see you kind of sitting on the side of the side of the nest, ready to jump out of the nest. You're ready to take that leap of faith. You're questioning it though. You're questioning, well, what's the situation? It's almost kind of like you're at the process or precipice of wanting to just throw yourself out into this new adventure and just move on. And to some degree, I can understand why you're holding back, because I don't know. I get a feeling that it's either it's almost like you're having a thought that you don't have any sense of direction. But that's not the case. I think it's more along the case because of what you've dealt with, is that you were using your discernment moving forward to make sure that the next step or the next avenue or the next thing that you step into or the new season that you're moving into. I don't like really saying you're stepping on anything, but you're contemplating what this new season's going to look like. There's definitely some things that you can see that are going to happen, and then there's definitely things that are being hidden from you, because if you knew, you might blob it out. And Spirit's trying to keep it all hush hush and covert, because people don't need to know your business, because that's how you get sabotaged. Like, they find out that you get a new job. Oh yeah, where? And they get somebody to get information, and then they go and call your job and get you fired. Like, dumbass information. Spreading lies and bullshit, defamation of character. So that way, even if you wanted to succeed, even if you did get a job, even if you got moving or got into a better spot, it wouldn't be too long before they'd have it just destroyed. And for some people, this could be very much family members. For some of these are frenemies. For some of these, they're sick, vile people. They take joy out of watching people suffer. And that internal flame within you, they want to put it out. They don't want you having any ability to do anything, be successful of any sort. Like, we've got orphan, we've got the mentor, we got the lovers, we got the seed, and we got the one, all on its side. We got the box upside down, so you escaped the bullshit, but it's still lingering. You got the unseen, which is the scene, so you are revealing what's been going on. But they're trying to make you into this person that you're not, like not welcoming. It's kind of giving me that that they're trying to get you to be insensitive. They want you to act out of character, so that way they have something to work with. But you're not falling for their trap. And they got so pissed off at you that they fell into the trap themselves, which is no fault but their own. And when they did that, they basically ripped off their mask and said, "Hey, I'm a narcissist," without saying I'm a narcissist. Kind of a situation, right? So their mask fell off and they find out who they are. And this is divinely led. The divine had to rip their mask off and show you. Of course. Yeah. This is clearly a bridge that you want to burn. Wow. That's too many, Spirit. I just want 2 at the most. Would you shut your dog up? Give it a cookie, give it milk, give it water, give it food, whatever the fuck you give it. Just shut the damn thing up. Dragons. Okay, thank you. They gave me 2. Crystal yellow dragon, open you to a higher learning and wisdom. Expand your crown chakra for illumination. Work the higher spiritual path. Water dragon, helps you flow easily around obstacles. Christ light and love are flowing. Develop your psychic abilities and go with the flow. So yeah, just be tapping into your intuition, into your empathy. Get to know who you are, get to know your body, get to know your thoughts, get to know, spend some time building an inner temple, really. Because that's where you can really go hone in on your intuition and get some pretty beautiful answers. Now, some of you do this during the dream state, some of you doing this during the wake state. But it will eventually be very natural to you. It takes a little get used to. What's going on with my number 4s? I'll take it. That's too many. Yes. Okay, Page of Crystals. The Magician reversed. Two of Acorns. Justice. Ace of Crystals reversed. The Shaman is back out to play, and the Four Crystals. So, your divine wisdom and your spiritual power, as well as your ability to control yourself and to level yourself out and to grasp on to what is you and yours. We get rid of the dogs. Well, we didn't get rid of the dogs, but the dogs next door are finally dealt with. They're not barking. And now we got this little squealer down the hall. Anyway. So the Four of Crystals is about having self-control, about holding on to your options, holding on to your abundance, being a little bit selfish, that's okay. But the fact that somebody's taken away your ability to do that and taken away your ability to manifest your best life, and they took away your ability to have prosperity, this is something of justice. Not being able to allow you to move forward, manipulating you. And watching it all happen. Now the Page of Crystals, they're disciplined in this whole idea. But there was major manipulation here. Two of Acorns, keeping you from moving forward, giving you no focus or insight. And this is apparently justice. It's sitting in the middle of the reading. Pray tell. Who the fuck am I reading for? The Shaman, Divine Wisdom. We got the King of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Six of Swords and the Seven of Cups. Somebody's overwhelmed at the fact that you're walking away. They're casting illusions, so like there's definitely some sort of sadness here. Yeah, because the magician out here is double time in the reverse. So there's definitely some sort of magical manipulation here, and they're trying to they're trying to get you to basically work for nothing, and they're trying to thwart against you. They've got more than one person, could be three people, that are trying to manipulate you out of this justice. Yeah, over lies. Lies. Nothing but fucking lies. corruption, lies, deception, conflict. Rumors. But little do they know, you're coming out of this time. You're in your finishing stages, and they're thinking that they're thwarting you. They think that they're ending you. It might be taking you a little longer to heal and step back into it. And with this sabotage and whatever else, with the Ace of Crystals in reverse, they're thinking that they're getting away with this. Right? Sabotaging you. Sabotaging a bag of money. Sabotaging a house. Sabotaging something here. The Moon in reverse, as well as the Ten of Pentacles. So there's going to be some sort of something, some sort of wealth coming forward. It's being revealed. With the Moon in reverse, yeah. This might make you very emotional. Yep, Knight of Pentacles, there's some sort of an offer coming in. It could be a Cancer, or could be some sort of an official coming in, bringing a Ten of Wands. So you're going to finally being able to end a cycle. You're going to finally be able to move on. Eight of Cups. Ten of Wands is a lot like Eight of Cups too. You're moving on. Doesn't that look like she's moving on to you? She's like, peace, I'm out. What else? Nine of Cups. What about the Nine of Cups? It's somebody's wish fulfillment to end your publicity or end your, and put you in the cold. You need to guard your heart, because I think they're going to use emotions against you. They're going to weaponize your ability to love against you. The World. Because they don't want you leveling up, but you're going to level up anyway. You're going to leave all these bastards behind, and you're headed towards the Ten of Cups anyway. So fuck them anyway. Fuck them and their dirty ass t-shirt. Two of Wands. You're moving on. Spirit said so. All you need to do is take a leap of faith. It's either that or this energy is going to come in like, say, just take a leap of faith. Trust me. How many times have you heard that? And then what they're going to do is they're going to Queen of Wands you on the side. Right? So they're going to take all of your passions, all of your ability to be creative, and stop them in their tracks. They're going to come in like a celebration, and that they're connected. And what else? Yeah. And then they're going to come in all unbalanced. Try to get you to not love yourself anymore. Nine of Pentacles. You're independent. So they want to kind of get you in this codependence kind of bullshit. And be sneaky about some sort of conflict. Right? So that way, if you're focused on the future, you're focused on balancing things out. But there's going to be somebody's lying to you. They're trying to manipulate you. Um, yeah, there's going to be some sort of an awakening here. Because somebody can't watch anymore. They're finding the courage to reveal some sort of truth about some sort of a botched foundation. This could be a home, could be a marriage, could be an inheritance, but it's botched. It's gone to shit. Yeah, because they self-sabotaged. And now they're having a great awakening. Finding out that you're a fucking starseed. And that you were telling the truth the whole time. That you were never in your head. You were just very compassionate. Yeah, with boundaries. For good reason. And that basically defeated them from having any type of balance and to opening up any type of old wounds. Some of them are being very vindictive, and some of them are like, you basically checkmated them. And you basically put a death to their whole campaign to defame you, as well as make you look crazy. Which, might I add, was an injustice. Spirit said so too. But you casted a judgment. You might have had to cast a judgment on a Knight of Wands in reverse. This is someone that's rather manipulative. But they showed up with some sort of cup of love. Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Okay? And then they show up with the freaking Page of Cups in reverse. A wishy-washy. A love-bombing wishy-washy. Promising the world, but giving you crumbs. The Queen of Pentacles. You're more stable and strong than you realize, but you gotta stop lying to yourself. And cut the shit. There's definitely a release coming in very, very quick, very hot. There's an Ace of Pentacles that you're going to be releasing as far as any type of betrayal that regards it. There's something that you don't see, but what you've been working on has rooted. It's got some sort of plant, and it's about to actually bear fruit. So be patient. Things are going to start working in your favor, and you're going to get the ability to rest. Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah. You're probably resting because of this Queen of Swords in reverse. But the Wheel of Fortune is going to go in your favor. It's looking like there's an offer of stability. There's an offer where you're going to have to make a choice. You might have to do some soul searching. It might leave you up in your head. But you have to understand that a lot of this is manipulation. We got the Magician come out here twice tonight for your reading. All right, number 4. I hope that message served you. And that, my friends, concludes this evening's collective. I do apologize for the storylines being relatively the same. It would have been nice to see some other blessings and beautiful beautiful stuff. Beautiful knowledge, beautiful wisdom, beautiful, interesting, adventurous. I'm gonna go down there, bang on the door with my ugly stick in a second. And I won't be, I won't be hitting the dog, I'll be hitting the owner. If they're not careful. Because that dog down the hall is a hell of a lot louder than the ones next door. And more fucking annoying to boot. Why have a dog if you're just gonna let it sit there and bark? And bark. And bark. And bark. It's not a dog's job. And if the dog annoys you that much, why do you have it? It seems like a dog that needs love. And I got no spoons. I got no spoons left. But anyway, collective, I really appreciate you. I hope the messages brought some sort of clarity. I wish you nothing but abundance and prosperity to my tribe, my members, my supporters. May you receive sevenfold blessings and abundance for your donations. Thank you so much. And if you can't be good at it, at least be good to yourself. So that way, you can be good to others. Well, it was a intricated reading collective. Hey, James. Thank you for being here. To my tribe, I love you, and we'll catch you in the next video. Alright? Keep your head up. Things are changing. The energy's changing. Focus on you. Focus on your own damn sandwich. Okay? Sweet dreams, everybody. I'll catch you in the next video. Probably tomorrow. It might be a vortex video. Who knows? We'll see. Be good to yourself. And thanks again for all the support. My PayPal is still open for birthday blessings and prosperity. So, if you do have it in you to give, and you'd like to give to my birthday fund, to either get myself a truck and get myself out of here, get myself into a place, it'd be greatly appreciated. Or help me pay off my stupid ass buy it back program from TELUS. Oh. Anyway, there's options. It's not my birthday yet. It's my birthday week. I don't like telling my birthday, but I'll tell you the week that it's in. There's only certain people that pay attention that know my birthday, and they should keep it to themselves. So, anyway, I'll catch you later. Have a good evening.